it is one thing to see a remote job posting, a remote job advertisement. Is another thing to actually apply for this job. So a lot of people are always focused on top 10 websites to find remote job, where to find remote jobs. There are a lot of websites, there are a lot of platforms, LinkedIn, Indeed, remote, work remote. There are a million and one platforms to actually find remote job. But what makes the difference, what makes you increases your chances of landing the job, is actually how you apply for the job. Like, this is the biggest bottleneck that people do not realize. So it is one thing to have a good CV, it's another thing to have an amazing portfolio like I have. But the major thing is, goal is to get noticed. So if you have been doing the strategy of, you see a job you see a job advert, you see the application link, you just apply and wait for the recruiter or the employer or the founder to reach out to you, and you just wait. How has it been? Because you wait and all you hear is crickets and nobody will ever reach out to you. Yeah, that's because these employers are swarm with a lot of applications, 100,000. So I know this from my experience working in a recruitment company, working close with the HR professionals in that company. And these people get hundreds of job applications, and most of the times they do not have the time to go through these applications. Like, it can be overwhelming. So that's the reason why you might not hear back. So now, what is the solution? When you see a job application, the first thing to do is to go and do your research. Not just apply, throw in your CV. So a lot of people want to just throw in their CV, throw in their cover letter, hit the apply button, and wait to get called back. That doesn't work again in 2025. You must take the extra steps. So the first thing you're going to do is to go research the company. What is this company about? Who are the people in this company? And I'll tell you the first stage. Now, the first thing is to go build relationships. So for instance, you see the position of, you're hiring social media manager, for instance, and this job was posted on, let me say, on a platform like X, and a lot of people have made comments, oh, I'm interested. People have applied for this position. Now, what are you going to do as a smart remote job, as a smart job seeker? What you are going to do is, you are going to click on the profile of whoever posted the job, or type the name of the company onto that platform or any other platform. Find out the people who work in that company. So a great place to do this, can do this on X or on LinkedIn, but it's easier on LinkedIn. So when you input the name of the company, you see people that are working in that company. Then you see someone that maybe is in the same department or in the same job role, or maybe the person can be, maybe he's a Nigerian and it's an international company, and the Nigerian is working in that company or something like that, or anybody that you can feel like you connect with. You can now send the person a message that, oh, hi, I am Rita, I'm a social media manager, I see that you posted this job, da, da, da. Then you can, no, just, I would love to learn more about this company. What do you think? What is their da, da, da? I apply to this role. Now, doing that is a way of building your relationship with someone in that company. It's very important, and I've seen this work even while I was in a recruitment company. Like, once an employee recommends somebody, at least I can walk up to the HR, because I'm in that company, and say, okay, oh, this person reached out to me, I think this person is great, I think you can take a look at this person application. Now, this has taken your application from the pile of 2,000, has brought it down to the HR table without doing anything. So this is one of the things that you can do to fast track. The goal, like I said, the goal is for you to get your application to be noticed. A lot of applications that you sent, if you sent, oh, I've applied to 100 jobs, 200 jobs, I've not heard anything back, nobody saw the application, so you can't get a response. So these are the ways to get your application seen. It feels like nepotism, but that's just the world that we're living in. So you have to take advantage of what you have. So research those people, send a connection request, send a quick note, chat with them. Oh, I'm looking to hire I applied to a role here. What do you think about the company? Da, da, da. Oh, can we chat about my the person responds to you, like the person's comment. Oh, can we chat about my experience? You cannot talk to the person. The person is in that department. The person will talk to the person about your role, how you fit, your experience, and all of that. And the person can put in a word for you. Okay, I'll talk to the HR person and we'll schedule an interview for you. Maybe your CV looks good. But the thing is that when you are doing this strategy, our advisor, just make sure you come correct, because you don't want to be reaching out to somebody that's there to kind of put your foot in the door without actually being qualified for the job, without being someone, a person of value. So before you do this, make sure that your CV makes sense. Your CV makes sense. Another thing, if you are in the creative niche, make sure that you have a good portfolio. Like I will rate a portfolio over a CV. It has your experience, what you've done before, and all of that. So if you do not have a portfolio, I created an amazing, one of the best portfolio templates. I use Notion, and you can click on the link in the description to download the portfolio. This is my portfolio, and it looks pretty amazing. So these are the things you want to put together before reaching out to someone. So when the person sees your CV and all of that, okay, this person is good, and they cannot put in a word for you. That way, your application has jumped all of the hurdles and has actually landed in front of the HR or the founder, whoever is going to be considering you. At least it gets you to the interview stage. Now, this is one thing that you can do. I understand the whole process of the ATS machine and all of that, but that is not what we're going to concentrate on in this video. For that, you just ensure that the keywords that you are going to be using in your CV. So for instance, you're applying for content writer. So for a company, can put it as content, another company can put it as content developer, can put it as content creator. So all of those titles are different. So when you see a job and the job specifies content writer, ensure that your profile is reading content writer. Your CV, you have those keywords in your CV and all of that. That is the way the ATS machine can pick it up, and that application actually gets seen. So that is out of the way. I just wanted to put that out so that to ensure that you are not the one shooting yourself in the foot. So that is one way to do it. The second way, this is what I totally, obviously recommend, is taking the extra step. You don't know, like doing the extra work can give you that extra leverage that you need to land a remote job. So everything I'm telling you are things that I have tried and it has worked. So when you see a job application, especially if you see it on whether any platform that you see it, LinkedIn, whatever platform you see it, don't just apply for the job on that platform and move on. The competition is going to be worse. You will likely not stand a chance. Now, what you're going to do, like I've said before, that you should go research. Now, if you do your research, the research might walk you back to the company website where the original job actually is located. Now you can now apply for the job, but you are not going to stop there, because that's where a lot of people will stop. So people don't like to actually put in the work. But you, as a smart person, you are going to use the beyond and above job application strategy right now. So what you're going to do, you are going to go and find the contact of someone that is working there. So maybe the owner, most likely. I prefer if it's the founder or the VP or co-founder, whatever, someone that has a higher authority. So when they post the job, every other person is going to be typing, oh, I'm interested, oh, I've sent you my CV, oh, here's my portfolio, and all of that. You're not going to do all of that. You are going to directly reach this person. This might require more work, but it works. You're going to directly reach this person via email, via DM, whatever platform. You're going to reach this person. So what you're going to do now, you're going to send a message. So let's say that it is an email. Now you're going to be pitching for this job. Now this is the way to reduce the competition. See, if 1,000 people have applied for this job, yours is going to be seen for. See, I've done this a couple of times, and every time I did it, it worked. So they are going to look at, for instance, you found the founder of this company on LinkedIn. Now you are going to send them a DM. So if you don't have the premium LinkedIn, you can send a connection request, send a DM, now send a message, or find their email, send a message. So now this is the structure of your email. First, you are going to do, like I've said it many times, you are going to do your research. Maybe I should write research at the top of my head so that you understand what I'm saying. So the essence of doing the research is to find a common ground where things that both just to build a relationship, like a conversation breaker. For instance, the person talked about how maybe they are conservationists, they don't believe in LLM, AI optimization, they believe in the traditional SEO. So if you research this person, look at their content, look at everything they've done, and you now understand their mindset, now you can now go from the angle of building relationship. You can say, oh, hi, I am Rita, I saw your post on about about how traditional SEO still wins. I believe that, oh, I did it. So the goal is for you to create a level playing ground between both of you, build a relationship. So because if it's something they are passionate about, immediately they see that thing, they already like you. Like they'll be like, oh, this guy gets me. And people, apart from skill, competencies, experience, all of that, people want to work with people that are on the same page with them, people that like literally just get them. Yeah. So that is one way. That is how to start that kind of conversation. Then the next thing is to propose a value. Now this is the most important part of this email. Now you're going to say that, okay, when you've established that, so I noticed that from your view about how SEO I've actually been an SEO content writer, and I believe that this is my strategy, this is how I've done it, and with this I've been able to get so and so results. I've gotten 40% click-through rate, I've increased conversion rate by 20% for businesses that I've worked with. So this is an example of my SEO writing strategy. This is how it has worked. And I can you take a look at something that I did for you, and I would love to know what you think about this. So you can now, this is the part I talk about doing the work. The goal is for you to go beyond and above. Other people will not do this thing. So when you are going to do, you are going to be pitching, showing your expertise, showing that you have common. Now the goal is to build common interest, offer value, your value proposition as a glance for them to see it, then end with a call to action. So you're going to be ending that email with a call to action. Oh, I would love for you to take a look at this link, and I would love to know your feedback and what you think about it. Okay, then the next thing, the easiest way to end is to ask a question. Well, I'd love to know what you think about it. You talked about SEO being Okay, have you considered using LLMs in this particular light? So make sure the goal is to make sure the question you're asking is not something that will require them to like rack their head to answer you. Something that they can answer in one line, something that will pique curiosity. And let me tell you why this thing works. This thing works because when you do something for somebody, when you offer value, people kind of feel bound to reciprocate. That is how humans are. Another thing, when you ask people questions, they kind of feel bound to answer your question. Do you understand? So, and what you are going to end with a call to action. Oh, this is my portfolio, this is my social media handle, this is a link for, I would appreciate if we could get on a call, if we could have a chat, we could have an interview. Put the link or whatever action you want the person to take, whether for them to chat with you on the platform, for them to schedule an interview with you. You put the link, your calendar availability, or the next steps. That is what one of the mistake a lot of people make. They don't put that next step, and people like, okay, they want to reach out to you, they don't know what to do. Should I respond to this mail? Should I reply? How can I reach out to you right now? Or there's no phone number. Like, this is one of the ways. These are the two ways to actually get your application to be seen. So the major problem a lot of people face is the application is not even seen. So regardless of how good your application is, if it is not seen, you do not even stand a chance. So I've used this method to actually get a job, a remote job that hundreds of people have actually applied for. People from the US, UK, everybody had applied for it. And ordinarily I'm supposed to be disadvantaged being from Nigeria, but the way I reached out, I got the response, I got the job almost immediately. This thing works because you are saving the founder, the recruiter, the HR person, the stress of going to look for, okay, let me look at all of this CV, let me look at all of this application. You're just shooting your shot and say, hey, I'm the best person for the job, here's what I have done, let's talk about it. It's as simple as that. So these are the two strategies of actually applying for a job in a way that it gives you stand a higher chance. So there are other ways to go about it. There are a lot more detail on how to do these things step by step. There are templates, there are structure, what to actually say, how to actually do all of this stuff. And this thing is what will make a difference. So that is what I have included in a course. I'm currently creating a course. I call it the Beyond and Above Remote Job Search Application. It's a way to apply for jobs and reach out to remote employers and founders that they will answer you most of the time. So this strategy has like over 80% response rate, and if you do it correctly, you are well on your way to landing a dream job. See, I guarantee you this thing works. So if you are interested in this course, this is going to make a difference for you. Click on the link in the description to join the waitlist. Joining the waitlist gives you access to perks, benefits, and you all get the course almost for free. You have early access to the course, you get it for free. And the good thing about this course is that it's nothing secretive. I'm building this course in public. I've been talking about it for months now, so that there are no surprises. I've completed the first part, and I'll be talking as I am recording the courses, doing everything I'm doing as I am creating the course. I'm going to be talking about it, posting about it, so that you understand what the whole course is all about and there are no surprises. So you want to join the waitlist. It's important for you to join it. You will thank me if you join the waitlist. There are a lot of benefits to joining the waitlist. So let me know if you have any question as regarding anything that I said in this video, and I'll be more than happy to respond to your comment. And before I forget, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoy this content, give me a like and a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend this video to more people. Thank you for watching.